What's up, guys? Welcome to the video. So in my last recording, I reviewed the Bucked Up pre-workout. I think I gave it like a 6 out of 5, when in reality I probably should have given it like a 5 out of 5. I think 6 out of 5 was a little bit too generous, but whatever, it's okay. So today I'm going to be doing a product that is very efficaciously dosed. I don't know if that's an actual word, but we're going to be pretending it is for the video. And that is the Gorilla Mode pre-workouts from Gorilla Mind. This is, if you subscribe to Derek from moreplatesmoredates.com, this is his brand, and he does these pre-workout reviews way more in depth than I do, but I wanted to use his brand as an example. There's a couple other ones out there that I could have used, but I'm going to use his as an example because it's an extreme example of the difference between a very average mainstream product and something like well ahead of everyone on the market. So it's a 2 scoop serving. So basically there's 40 scoops per container. You could do 1 and you're still going to get better dosages than most products. But it's meant for 2 scoops. So it's a 30-gram serving for 2 scoops, which is basically like a scoop of protein powder size-wise. So you need a lot of water if you're using this, especially because of the ingredients in here that require water to be, effective. So we'll start at the top. L-citrulline at 9 grams. This is pure L-citrulline. This is not citrulline malate. This means if people were using citrulline malate, you'd only be getting maybe 6 grams of that. So 6 grams of that being citrulline, but since it's pure L-citrulline, we're getting 9 full grams. This is like the top dose you really are going to find in a product. I think like the most studied is like 8 grams to find actual like good benefits, but 9 grams, I guess we're just getting a gram extra. I could be wrong on that too. Maybe there are studies that show 9 grams is better than 8. I don't know. Creatine monohydrate at 5 grams. Again, it's a cheap ingredient. I don't know why a lot of companies are so stingy on it. I'm sure the only reason he didn't do it in the 1 scoop serving is 5 grams is because if you're doing the full dose, you don't want 10 grams of creatine because that's just unnecessary. Glycerol powder. Glycerol powder I love. It's a hyperhydrating ingredient. A lot of companies use only like a gram or so, and I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that it makes your pre-workout kind of clumpy. So I don't think a lot of companies like to do more than a gram because they don't want to deal with people complaining about the pre-workout clumping and things like that. But you got in here at 3 grams, which is an awesome dose. You're definitely going to get some crazy pumps from that. This is a product, glycerol powder is one that you want to make sure you're extremely hydrated for. And whether that means mixing, like 30 ounces of water with your pre-workout or drinking a shit ton throughout the day and before you take it, make sure you're hydrated to get the maximum benefits out of this. Malic acid. So when people are using citrulline malate, what it really is, typically, it's not bonded L-citrulline with malic acid to get citrulline malate. It's typically the manufacturers adding L-citrulline and adding malic acid. He's very transparent about it on the label. So you're getting the L-citrulline at 9 grams and the malic acid at 3 grams. It's not listed on there as citrulline malate at 12 grams. So most companies aren't doing that. He's very transparent about it. It's right there on the label. Betaine anhydrous, 2,500 milligrams. Perfect dose there. L-tyrosine. So a lot of companies, me included, when I came out with my pre-workout like 5 years ago, I used N-acetyl L-tyrosine because at the time I thought that was the better, more water-soluble version of tyrosine. I learned over the years, L-tyrosine on its own, not the N-acetyl form, is much, much better. It's more bioavailable, and you're going to get a lot better cognition benefits out of that. So 1,500 milligrams at a big dose right there. There's no way you're not going to feel that. Agmatine sulfate helps similar in the citrulline-arginine pathway to increase nitric oxide. 1,000 milligrams, pretty standard right there. Usually 500 to 1,000, which you're still getting 500 in the half serving, so plenty. Canna, I'm not sure exactly how you say it, but I hadn't used a product with Canna in it actually until last year. I used a stim-free product that used it, and I loved it. It's like an prior to taking it, I thought that it was more of a calming ingredient. I didn't realize, because it's an anti-stress, something like, I don't know how to say it, anti-stress product is what it's marketed for, right? And so I thought it had more of a calming effect, but really, it really just has a really good cognition focused benefit to it. So I like that that's in here. I can't remember dosing off the top of my head, but knowing Derek, I'm sure 500 milligrams is more than enough. Caffeine at 350. Like if you watch my last video, you know I'm not huge on caffeine being crazy high. 350 is a little bit on the higher end for me. Using this product, I don't ever do the full 2 servings. I usually do 1 or like a heaping 1 and then like 1 or like 1 1/4, 1.5. I'm still getting plenty of everything else that I need in there, but it's really just the caffeine for me that makes me not do the full serving if I use this product. The N-phenethyl dimethylene citrate. What this is it's typically you find it a lot in like fat burners. It's marketed as like a fat burning stimulant, things like that. Really what it does is kind of helps with the mental feeling good, euphoric, a little bit, kind of like that sort of aspect of stimulatory effects, and complements this product really well with the amount of like focus things we're getting and things like that. Bioperine, black pepper fruit extract is really just for absorption of these ingredients. And then huperzine A helps slow the breakdown of acetylcholine in the brain. So basically we get better, longer lasting focus benefits from this product than we would if it wasn't in there. So that is his product. If there was a 10 out of 10 product on the market, this would pretty much be the closest thing to it, in my opinion. For me, I give it like a 9.5 out of 10, just because caffeine for me is just a little bit too high. So that's a personal 9.5 out of 10. I think most people actually do like caffeine being around 350, 300, 350. So I think for a lot of people, this is a 10 out of 10 product. For me, it's a 9.5 out of 10, simply for the fact that I am weak when it comes to caffeine, except for like right now, because I've been overdosing caffeine with my midterms. But yeah, like I said, a little bit too high for me on caffeine, but other than that, everything about this product is just on point. He's done tons of videos talking about why everything's in there. There's a thought for everything. There's no pointless like mineral vitamin B blends in there. So big fan, check it out. And he's got a stim-free version as well. I've never tried it, but just as good. So check that out. And if you have any questions over anything, as always, leave a comment down below. If you have any questions about coaching, link in the bio to my website. And thank you for watching.